What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 4 of the Mission Jimpossible podcast. As usual, I am your host, Jim, and today I wanted to talk to you about something special that I consider a secret weapon when you are moving towards business goals or life goals, really, and that is leveraging your environment or leveraging your surroundings. So, there's really two aspects of this I want to talk about, and the first is your physical surroundings. In the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill constantly brings up the fact of influencing your mind through the five senses. In fact, one of the quotes he has, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he basically says that man's greatest power is the ability to influence his own subconscious mind through what he puts in through his five senses. So, whatever you're seeing, touching, tasting, hearing, all of that is coming in and influencing your subconscious mind. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see we've got a little bit of a different setup here this week. And this is kind of like my impromptu podcast studio. Will probably be coming from this area in the future. But the reason that I did it today and the reason why it's important for today is you can see the pictures I have behind me. There's a mansion over here. We got a ranch here. There's a yacht right there. And then over my shoulder, we have the jet. These are things that I use to influence my sense of sight towards molding my subconscious mind. So having these goals and aspirations in front of me, and there's more pictures on this side of the wall opposite the camera that you guys can't see. There's a couple places I want to travel to, a Ferrari, a pretty badass backyard pool setup, and there's actually like a awesome home office setup over there that are all things that I want in my life in the future, and I keep them on the wall to keep them at the forefront of my visual experience, which in turn keeps them at the forefront of my subconscious mind. So there's other things you can do to influence, your other senses. I think, people sometimes will use incense or candles to heighten their awareness or heighten their intellectual capacity. I've always lit a candle in my office while I was working. It's actually been a little while since I've done that. I should probably get another one going, but I don't have one in here right now. But and I don't really get so granular as to like look up which senses stimulate what. You can if you want, and that's probably a more effective way to activate that sense of smell. But I just go with scents that are pleasing to me and just have it lit in the background while I work. Part of it is actually just having the glow and the flicker of the candle next to me going. I think that just gives a cool atmosphere to the office and probably helps visually as well. So one of the other things I do is I'm constantly writing down my goals and my affirmations and like literally writing it down in a notebook. So the scratch of the pen against the paper is activating your sense of sight and your sense of touch at the same time because you're feeling that. And to further activate your sense of touch, you could even run over the words with your finger and reread it out loud, which also influences your sense of hearing, to just further ingrain those statements and those goals into your subconscious mind and just keep you thinking about your goals. Because I heard a powerful quote yesterday that any thought that isn't empowering your goals is a distraction. And I think that's pretty key. I think that's pretty spot on. So, anything that takes you off the path is going to be a major derailment. So you want to stay hyper focused on where you're going and what you want to put in your mind to stay positive. So the other thing I want to talk about is who you're listening to, and it plays into your physical surroundings and the five senses, but really it kind of bleeds over into another aspect of environment, which is the people you surround yourself with. So who are you listening to? I mean, that's a very important question. And also too, protect your energy. So the people around you, yes, they affect your physical environment, but they're also affecting your energy as well. So there are times that you may want to audit who you're spending your time with. And how do you feel when you're around them? I mean, are they lifting you up or are they draining you or pulling you down? It's something that you really need to be cognizant of. And if they are affecting your energy negatively, you may want to either distance yourself. You don't have to say F off and write them off completely and just like swear them out of your life, but take note of how they're affecting your energy and maybe have a conversation with them. Let them know like, hey, this is what I want for my life. I refuse to stay where I'm at. This is where I want to go. And I would appreciate your support. If not, no big deal. But like, I have to go do my own thing. I may not be around as much. Or, they may be on board. They may be on board and they may support you in it. But I think having that conversation is the first step. And I think 9 times out of 10, you may see that it will actually benefit your relationship with that other person. They may gain some more respect for you, and it may strengthen the bond between the two of you. And if not, then you spend less time with them and your energy is ultimately protected towards getting you where you want to go. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to do you. And it's a taboo subject, but it does benefit you to be a little bit selfish when it comes to this stuff. Like, block out your time in the morning, at least 2 hours, where you're going to pour into yourself through your environment, and stimulate your senses. Journal, write, take a look at the pictures and stuff you have around. And I have even more pictures of this in the other rooms of the house. Like, these are tangible things that I have in like the bathroom mirror, and closer to my bedroom, I have like concepts like believing in myself and being the hero of my own movie, like mantras that I am living 2021 by. And they're there with intention. They're there on purpose to constantly remind me of those things and keep me motivated and inspired towards where I'm going. So that's what I have for you guys today. And I think this is, an episode that you should really watch and consider, and play it again if you need to, because I think this is a secret weapon on the path to life success or business success. I mean, if you find yourself stuck in a rut in your personal life or in your business life, and you don't know how you got there or why you're not moving forward, this may be the key to unlock another level of success and optimization and joy and happiness for you, really. So it's worth taking a look at. I think it's something that you guys can easily implement in your own lives. So, just get after it, get going with it. And I think once you get used to taking this time for yourself and reconstructing your environment for yourself, you'll start to really enjoy doing it, and it'll bring you a sense of peace. So that's it for me for today. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And as always, if your mind ain't right, your game ain't tight. Signing off, everybody. Love y'all.